A loophole in state law could be forcing county taxpayers to pay more to house state prisoners in county jails. So how much are we paying for these inmates? Fox 11 investigates, and Mark Leland discovered the state has been coming up short in its payments for years.
The state of Wisconsin is responsible to pay for housing prison inmates, but part of the cost ends up being the responsibility of local counties. Documents obtained by Fox 11 Investigates show in Brown County alone, taxpayers paid more than $1.2 million more than they should have over the last decade. That's money a state statute indicates should have been reimbursed by the Department of Corrections.
It's unacceptable to have a statute that says the state will reimburse at X number of dollars and we're not paying that amount. That's not an acceptable situation.
As a county supervisor, David Steffen is well aware local government is forced at times to cover state costs. Steffen was just elected to the state assembly and now plans to address the issue from the other side.
I can tell you that even as a county board member, it was not something that was brought up as a county board-wide issue.
At issue is who pays for state prisoners at county jails. State law calls for the Department of Corrections to reimburse counties $40 per day per person. Brown County charged the state last year for 12,714 inmate days in the county jail. At $40 a day per inmate, the bill came to more than $500,000. But the reimbursement from the state fell short. It paid $417,000. The other $91,000 became the responsibility of Brown County taxpayers.
There's still that deficit that's occurring.
Brown County Sheriff John Gossage tells me he has spoken to the head of the Department of Corrections, Secretary Ed Wall, about getting full reimbursement. But the talks have gone nowhere.
I talked to Ed Wall and he feels our pain. He understands what's going on, but it's really outside of his fiscal control.
Fox 11 Investigates contacted Secretary Wall's office for comment on why the reimbursements keep falling below the $40 a day rate. A DOC spokeswoman points out payments are made based on available funding, according to state statute. So even if the state has the money, by not budgeting the full reimbursements, the state's payments to counties can come up short.
The exact amount of reimbursement is specifically articulated in the statute. So this is unusual, and it may even be illegal.
In fact, you have to go back to 2004 to find the last year the state paid the full $40 a day rate to the counties. Since that time, the annual rate has dipped as low as $28.08 a day per inmate. And the unpaid portion, according to Brown County in the last decade, has topped $1,230,000.
Well, we believe the state should, follow the state statutes and pay for, reimburse the counties. So, yeah, and ultimately this is an inequity and it's not fair.
Brown County Executive Troy Streckenbach points out local taxpayers are actually paying much more than just the difference from the $40 rate.
$40 really, it doesn't even cover your costs.
No, the reality is that it costs us about $51, a little over $50 per day to house an inmate.
It's unfortunate it's an added burden to local taxpayers.
They collect the sales tax, they collect the income tax. They're responsible for providing us the revenue to pay for this. Too often we see where the county is starting to pick up more and more of the state's responsibilities.
The Brown County Sheriff's Department confirms the actual cost to house a prisoner at the county jail is $52.44 a day. In Outagamie County, the daily cost is even higher. Taxpayers pay $62.52 for each inmate. The Wisconsin Counties Association and the Wisconsin Badger State Sheriff's Association have lobbied the state for the full $40 a day rate to be paid. The state falls back on a clause in the state statute that allows the Department of Corrections to under-budget for reimbursements and prorate its payments to the counties. I contacted the governor's office to ask why the reimbursements to counties are not budgeted in full, making them an unfunded mandate. A spokeswoman for Governor Walker pointed out the reimbursement process was in place prior to Walker's administration. She adds the budget process is currently ongoing. All budget requests will be reviewed during the budget process. Are you optimistic they're going to fund more than what they have been in the past?
I am hopeful because it should be on the county taxpayers' back. This should really be covered by the state.
We certainly hope that he would recognize
County Executive Troy Streckenbach tells me he plans to meet with local representatives in Madison this month to make them aware of the funding issues facing the counties. He says there are several areas the state comes up short on payments, but a push for full funding to house state prisoners at the county jail will be a top priority. For Fox 11 Investigates, I'm Mark Leland.